What's up, cyberspace? It's like fucking 1 in the morning or some shit. I don't know what time it is right now. 2:16 actually. It's a little later than I even thought it was. It's 2:16. I don't know how much memory my laptop has. I think it has a little more. Like a couple weeks ago, I couldn't even fucking record shit on here, so I actually have a little bit of space to where it'll let me record. So I'm gonna do a little cloth talk for y'all, whoever's out there, whoever receives this message. You know what I mean? I just want to say that this is to start out. Introduce myself for those of you who don't know. This is Russ Ruthless, the Village Abbot, Grandmaster Shaolin, Village Native TV. My channel is Village Native here on YouTube. You can find me at the360radio.com or our YouTube channel, at least. If you go to the 360 Radio on our YouTube channel, I DJ on the live streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have Connect Radio Monday nights, Top Shelf Tuesday. See this shit? I'm doing a commercial. I don't even get paid. I'm just a fucking intern. Wednesday nights is X Radio. Go check out xradio.live, actually. You know what I mean? We do a lot of dope shit at 360 Radio, but that's not what the fuck I'm making this video about. So, I guess there was some girl who was partying with her friends, and she got found in a freezer. I didn't even fucking hear about that shit because I'm so out of the matrix. I don't even follow stories to trend and shit like that. I didn't even hear about it. I can't even say her name. Her last name's like Jenkins or something. And I was just seeing they were talking about it on Mantis Views with Sister Ashley and Blue Pill. It's actually a really dope channel. Go check out Mantis Views 29. It's dope. You know, conscious channel. You know what I mean? Hashtag woke. But anyway, what I wanted to address was use of psychedelics and drugs, the drug culture. I'm a stoner, okay? I was a nerd as a kid. I didn't get to, you know what I mean, go out, do a lot, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even move to Sacramento till I was fucking 14 when I started high school. So before that, all I did was school. You know, I was just a kid. I was an innocent kid, unaffected by the world for the most part, big imagination. Some people will say, oh, that's good. You weren't corrupted by society. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? When I got to Sacramento, you know what I mean, started going to high school, it's like the culture was way different out here. Just the whole overall youth experience, you know what I mean? So I was against weed. I, you know, bought into, of course, the studies. Oh, weed's bad. Like, now I can't even imagine what my opinion was on, you know what I mean, weed. Like, oh, yeah, weed's fucking bad. I can't even imagine that I believed that at one time. I can't fucking believe it. But it was true. It was fucking true. You know what I mean? I thought weed was bad. I used to have fucking debates. Used to debate my brother Torch before he brought me to the fucking green side. You know what I mean? He used to tell him, oh, yeah, studies, say weed's bad. You shouldn't fucking smoke. And I became a stoner sophomore year. Junior prom after party. I'm sitting there in a fucking little room, full smoke. It was Kevin Shack before it was Kevin Shack at Glenn's house in the backyard, and everyone's smoking. I was there all night, you know what I mean? I don't know how many parties I'd been to before that, some, but I never drank or smoked or anything. I was just always sober. So I'm sitting there, and it was fucking, I think Judy O passed me the bong. He goes, it was a Sprite bong, Sprite bottle. And Judy O goes to pass me the bong, and I take it. I'm like, I don't smoke. And I think I tried to give it to Damien. And everyone's like, hit it, hit it, hit it. So, and I had asthma too. So everyone told me I'd die if I ever smoked weed. I guess, well, I had a cousin or something. Fucking who probably wasn't even really my cousin, but whatever the story was. My cousin smoked a pound of weed and he fucking died. Or some shit. If my cousin really did smoke a pound of weed and died, that's fucked up. I don't mean to laugh about it. But, so that was my first bong rip. That was my first, you know what I mean, use of weed. After that, it took me a while. I had to smoke a few blunts first before my lungs got used to being able to handle smoke. It was like the first couple blunts I hit, I'd take one hit, coughing, have a bad asthma attack, have to take my inhaler. But eventually, you know what I mean, I made it through. And now I've been cheaping happily for fucking years. Unfortunately, I haven't smoked for like 2 days. Right now, I'm sober as fuck. I haven't smoked for like fucking more than 40 hours at this point. But my point is that becoming a stoner changed my life. And smoking weed expanded my consciousness, and it's what's led me to, the point of enlightenment I'm at right now, And for those of you who say, oh, people who smoke weed are fucking stupid ass stoners and we're not intelligent or we're fucking killing brain cells, you see this right here? This is my copy of The Art of War and Other Classics of Eastern Thought. It's backwards in the camera, but so what? I've read The Art of War, the Tao Te Ching, the Confucian Analects, which is long as fuck, the Great Learning, the Doctrine of the Mean, and I'm about to complete my reading and study of the works of Mencius once I fucking actually finish it, because I'm still in the fucking prologues. The prologue's like fucking 50 pages. But my point is, psychedelics are the key to enlightenment, and they definitely speed up the process. I've done shrooms twice. Now, the point I wanted to make with this video, I don't want to go too long or fucking just, talk endlessly or anything. I did have a point I wanted to make. My point is that in today's modern day culture, you can argue with me if you disagree or whatever. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck off my channel. You don't need to fucking be here. My point is that, we know our youth is doing a lot of drugs. The youth culture is turn up, get lit, drinking coke, molly, pills, fucking synthetic fake weed, fucking spice, shit like that. And the reason, and not even just the youth culture, we got fucking grown ass adults, doing fucking drugs, going to work, fucking just to go to work, they got to do drugs. And the reason why today's world is so fucking caught up with drugs and fucking alcohol and binging on all this shit is because psychedelics, shamanism, sagehood, consciousness, achievement of enlightenment, all of these things were demonized back when they fucking came up with the conspiracy of magic, and they started fucking burning people at the stake and, fucking executing quote unquote witches, justifying all of that with, okay, I'm not gonna get into that right now. I'm not gonna throw that out there yet. But when they came up with the conspiracy of magic, it was to demonize, shamanism. It was to demonize people, tapping into enlightenment, for what, because the ones who did that, they wanted control, and that's why they did it. So if you're looking at today's world, the reason why people are using drugs and turning to alcohol and turning to all this shit, fuck, having too much sex, whatever it is, the reason people are doing it is because we've been locked out of our psychedelics. Shrooms were being used in ancient times to shroom, they were using shrooms fucking, I don't want to say religiously, spiritually, let's say spiritually. Shrooms, literally will take you to a realm that is beyond the comprehension of what we can perceive in this, fucking regular reality, the sober reality, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And the reason why people are turning to all these drugs and shit is because it is natural for the human mind to want to experience, getting faded, to experience a euphoric or ecstatic state of hyper, sensitivity of the senses, that's completely fucking normal. It's something we need, and also helps us cope with traumas, especially in this world where we're seeing all kind of fucked up shit, fucking, we got fucked up childhoods and fucked up shit happens to us, and we see fucked up shit in the world and fucked up shit's happening to other people. We need psychedelics. We need hallucinogens, If fucking everybody in the world smoked weed, we wouldn't have all these fucking wars. And that's real fucking shit, bro. It's real fucking shit. And anyone who fucking doesn't believe me, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. And if I'm not supposed to cuss on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. Fuck YouTube. They can take this shit down. No one's gonna fucking watch anyway, but I hope some people do. Because I'm really trying to, connect with the world. But I'm gonna close this out because I don't want to go talking for too long, because then definitely no one's gonna watch it. But my point is The reason why people are using, all these fucked up drugs and shit is because it's completely natural to use psychedelic hallucinogens and psychedelic compounds. And the system wants to trick us into thinking that those compounds are bad so they can get us to use substances that are actually harmful to us. When the compounds we could be using, the psychedelic hallucinogens, aren't harmful, they're beneficial. And basically, what I want people to know is that it's okay to smoke weed and it's okay to do shrooms. If you're if you're doing synthetic drugs, you gotta do that shit every day, every couple hours. Shrooms, you could fucking have an awesome shroom trip with your friends. Everyone fucking does shrooms. You have this fucking fun shroom trip, for a fucking holiday or someone's birthday or some shit, or a fucking weekend trip up to the cabin in the woods, but Jason didn't show up and kill everyone. And shit, you might not need to do shrooms again for 5 years. Fucking 5 years later, you fucking, by that point, you're fucking engaged to your fiance. You guys are gonna get married, and you're like, hey, babe, let's fucking get some shrooms and let's fucking shroom together and fucking, make our souls closer. And then you fucking do them, and then shit, you don't do shrooms for another 8 years. By then you had a kid, and you're like, hey, babe, you know what? Let's fucking, drop the, drop the kids off. Shit, you got 2 kids by that point. Let's drop the kids off of your mom's and let's fucking go do some shrooms. That's the kind of relationship you can have with shrooms. It's not a drug. It's not something you need to do, to keep yourself high. It ain't like that. Because you got weed to do that every day. You got weed. That's the thing. Weed and shrooms is like, they go together like fucking pancakes and syrup. Like Redman and Wu-Tang Clan, Like weed and shrooms. So that's what I'm gonna call this video. Smoking weed and doing shrooms. And this is my campaign advertisement for why you should. So if you're wondering, should I smoke weed? Should I light a blunt? Should I do some shrooms? I'm telling you that I'm getting deja vu right now because I have a feeling this is going to touch the world. And yes, motherfuckers, you fucking should. Peace out. This is Village Native TV. Adios.